Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and today we're going to be trying to build ourselves some batting cages using these new challenge mode balls that are so much more effective at being spheres than anything else we've had in Scrap Mechanic. So naturally, whoop, I didn't mean to spawn another one in there. So naturally, one of the types of creations that you'd think about building when you have an actual ball to use is a baseball bat that can hit the balls. And how far can they hit the balls? So I've been doing some experimenting just to make sure that this episode had potential to even work. And this is the bat I've come up with that's the most reliable, because the seats seem particularly good at resisting glitching through things as opposed to most buildable materials. So by using the seats as the front of the baseball bat, you can get the most consistent hits without like glitching through or having some weird things happen. So here's what it looks like just in this mechanism that I built here. I got some pretty powerful thrusters to make this thing turn, and I have an engine to make myself go backwards slowly. And then you can just hit the ball like that. And as you can see, it actually works pretty good. And it doesn't glitch through or anything, so even if I just have it going on and I just keep spawning the ball in, you can see as long as it gets a good hit, then it seems pretty consistent. Look at that. Yeah, so to give you an idea of why the seats are ideal, I'll switch them out with just straight up wood, and I'll show you the difference on why we're not going to be using wood. All right, so there we go. We got some wood, so this is actually going to go much faster now, too. But we spawn the ball in, and actually, it's hitting it, at least. It's hitting it down for some reason. But one of the effects that I would get sometimes is you would see it kind of, there we go, like that right there would happen a lot, where it's almost like it's not making full contact with it, and it kind of goes through it a little bit. But the seats just seem to be the most reliable, so we're going to be using seats. So now, one thing I have not tried or tested out, which is going to be kind of the focus of this video, is the ball launching mechanism. Because the easy way would just be T-ball here. We just have your T, and you just spawn it in on top of the T, and you hit it. But I want it to be like an actual batting cage, where it gets pitched at you, and you have to hit it, you have to time it right as the ball is coming at you, which is actually going to make it more of a game and more of a challenge, rather than just spawning it in and hitting it, because this isn't a challenge. This is just whatever happens, happens. But if a ball's being thrown at you, you actually have to time your swing. So I think that's going to be the fun of it. But I'm not sure what the best way to use to launch the balls are. We could use pistons, but I feel like pistons will be kind of slow. So I'm going to try to use the tire friction launching mechanism. I just don't know how consistent that will be. So let's build some prototypes and see what happens. Okay, so I'm discovering a slightly annoying thing with these ball spawners. I'm trying to find the center point of where the ball actually spawns, but the ball itself, I believe, actually has a center point, whereas the ball spawner itself is an even width. So the center point of the ball spawner is in between two blocks, and I think it actually spawns the ball centered to the spawner itself, which means that it spawns the ball in between two blocks, which is going to make this, it's going to make my job a little bit more difficult. Okay, so part one is done. We have the tube that holds the ball. You can see when I spawn it in, it doesn't spawn in the center because that's impossible, apparently, the way this is designed, which for all of you OCD people out there, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. If I could change it, I would, but I can't, so I won't. So the plan is to put some wheels on the sides at least, maybe even the top and bottom, and those wheels are going to shoot it out at a high, hopefully a high velocity. I don't even know if this is going to work at all, but we'll find out. But first things first, we need the actual wheels in here. All right, I have some good news for the OCD people. I've actually, I had to expand the wall by 1 since the tires actually stick in by 1. So now the tires are compressing the ball, and this is actually in the center. So the ball actually kind of spawns centered now, so problem solved. So now the ultimate test. I might need to make this a little bit longer, but I'm going to attach these up to an electric engine and just see if it has any hope of launching the ball in a consistent way whatsoever. The big thing I'm worried about is consistency, and we won't know until we try. All right, engine is on max. Let's see if the ball gets shot at me. Oh, wait, I have to put it off the lift first. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Not quite the result I was expecting. And by the looks of it, all of the wheels are actually facing in the right direction. And they're making the ball just spin in place. I don't know. This is not what I was expecting. We might have to make some adjustments here. Let's see what happens if we spawn the ball in while it's already spinning. All right, here we go. Wow. Get away from me. Get out of my face. Okay, so now the idea is that these can start out like this. We can turn them on, spawn the ball in, and then hopefully when I press this, they'll close in on the ball and they'll be able to send it out this time. I don't know. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. That kind of, I mean, it worked-ish. Now, I just don't know if this works good enough. Let's try it again. That could work. All right, let's put this thing up on a platform. There we go. So let's see how this works. Spawn the ball in and shoot it. Hey, that's not too bad. Now I wonder if we add more, which we can easily add some more of these things, if this will help it. All right, let's see if this does any better. Open, spawn, close. Doesn't really seem to be doing any better. Oh, wait a minute. Now when I... The pistons actually prevent it from being locked in. That's excellent. All right, what if we set the degrees up higher? All right, and spawn. That's a decent distance. I could be like right here. I think we might have it. The pistons were actually crucial. It prevents it from locking the ball in place because it gives it that little bit of give as the ball kind of expands into that space. And that looks really consistent. Here, let's put a marker down to where it's landing. I think it's landing like right here. It landed right on top. Right on top. Right on top. Look at that consistency. Look at that. We have a ball launcher, people. We've got ourselves an amazing ball launcher. All right, let's just make this thing look a little bit cooler, and we'll get to building the range where we can actually try to hit some balls. All right, check it out. We got our ball launcher here. So I'm going to set this up so that this is also going to be attached to wherever our bat is going to be. And we just have to make sure we set it up at just the right distance so that the ball is going to land right over the plate. And we just got to time it and hit the ball back with our bat. And I've been doing a lot of testing, apparently. This is going to take a while to delete all this. Okay, so next up, we have to design the bat. I figure I'll just build the bat by itself first. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it look nice using the seat method, but I think the seat method is going to be crucial for this to be any fun whatsoever. But I'll try my best, mixing bat and best at the same time. This will be the best bat. It'll be the best. So what I'm trying to say is I'll design the bat first, and then we'll figure out about attaching it to a controllable seat so we can swing this at will and also swing it where the ball is going to be crossing the plate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the bat, and the mechanism works like this. Hopefully this is going to be enough. Oh boy. Oh, slowing it down. Slowing it down is a bit of an issue. I have the electric engine on max speed, so you can have like the wind up, and actually these aren't even on max power. Like I could make this go a lot faster, which I might want to do because we might want we don't want to have to swing around a bunch of times. We want this to be one solid swing. So let's see how this feels. That feels pretty good. And what I've also done, I don't know if you can see it from here, but I put it on a slightly upwards angle in hopes that it's going to affect the trajectory of the hit to go a little bit more up and more home run style. So I did that with just a bearing right there. So I think we're at the appropriate distance. So if we press the button here, it should go right across the plate pretty much. Perfect, just like that. So if we get this right and we swing at the right time, we should be able to hit it. And the question is, how is it going to respond when it gets hit? Now, I do hope that the way that I've done this with the seats in there, and I have the things around the seats, I hope that the seats are going to be still hitting the ball in the same way. I did actually try an experiment over here with seeing what happens if I put wood in front of the seats, basically having the seats inside of the bat. but it turns out that the wood, being the first thing that comes in contact with the ball, is still prone to having that glitch happen, or that collision issue happening. So hopefully keeping the seats exposed the way I have done here will get rid of that. So now I just need to connect this up to that so that we can actually control them all from here. All right, and there we have it. I can now spawn in the ball from this seat, and now we can go ahead and wind up. Can we hit the ball? Will the ball go anywhere? Does this work in any way whatsoever? Or has all this been for absolutely nothing? We'll find out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here's the pitch. And we swung way too early. I have no depth perception here. Okay, let's try this again. All right, take 2. Here's the pitch. And hey, that was okay. All right, I'm seeing some things that might need some adjustment though. All right, let's wind up here. All right, there's the pitch. All right, that's working. The only thing I want is I want it to be hit more up in the air. We're hitting more like down at the ground, which I thought this angle would help with. Whoops, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. All right, let's slow down. Slow down. Let's try to analyze what's happening here. Pitch, and oh, that was good. I think that's because we hit it just at the top of the bat, though. All right, here we go. Pitch, and oh, too early. Oh, we got a double hit on that one. That was kind of weird. All right, pitch. Ooh. Okay, so now what I think needs to happen is right now it's rotating on a perfect horizontal plane. I think it needs to rotate on an off-axis plane, so that way when it rotates around, it'll be higher in the back of the swing, and as it comes down, it'll kind of hit in an upwards direction. I think that's what needs to happen here. Because the way I have it set up right now, it's just angled in an upwards direction, but it's not actually swinging in an upwards direction. So this is going to take some adjusting, and I'll get back to you when I figure it out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the new design here. So as you can see, it is definitely more of an upwards tick. Unfortunately, the weight of the bat is so much that if I try to wind up, the engine can't support the bat. I'm actually trying to go backwards right now. So hopefully just swinging like this will be enough. All right, let's slow ourselves down here and let's test this thing out. Hopefully this is going to be better. We're going to get some home runs on this one. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. There's the pitch. And I caught it on the bat. That's not what's supposed to happen. All right, let's... Oh, wait a minute. No, that looks lined up okay, doesn't it? Oh, it's a little bit low now. Oh, I raised the bat up just a little bit. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm going to have to put the bat down. I could probably just delete this and then just re-weld it right back there. I'm going to have to do that. All right, let's hope that this is better now. Oh, that's looking real good. Yes. Okay, let's make sure that... our bat... Oh, no, that's not good. Our bat hits the platform. You know what? I don't even think... We don't even need that side of the platform, to be honest. All right, so now... We got this going on here. Check that out. And the ball comes in, and then it gets hit. Okay. That was a practice. Practice didn't count. That wasn't the real thing. All right, real attempt number 1. We're going to wind up here. We're going to launch. And then... Okay, we swung too early. That's just user error. This thing's going to work. That was awesome. Look at how far that went. That went so far. We have a working baseball game. Oh. Yeah, and you actually can time it to do, like, better or worse, I think. Uh-oh, that was just bad. Bunt. All right, let's wind up here. I'm going to try to hit it more in, like, that direction over there, like, towards that big, tall tree in the background. All right, here we go. I meant the mountain, the big, tall mountain in the background. Let's try this again. I have to swing later. Okay, maybe the bat does catch the ball a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to try again, though. Swing later. Oh, that was good. That wasn't where I was aiming, but as far as distance, my best one yet. Okay. Where? What? Okay, let's see if we can hit that out of there. That's stuck in there, isn't it? All right, let's just delete that. I guess that's a side effect of having the seats be covered on both sides. But I felt like that was gonna be it too. All right, I want to hit it to the right. I've only hit it to the left so far. I might not be able to hit it to the right. Oh man, look at how far that goes. Can I not hit it to the right though? Oh, there we go, a little bit. Because in order to hit it to the right, I have to swing later, which means my bat is going to be lower and farther back to the ground, like this. And the ball doesn't really reach there, does it? Not really. Yeah, see, it's like right at the bottom. So hitting it to the right is not, oh, and I don't know if you just saw that happen. It was going to the right, but then as the bat swung around, the tip of the bat caught it and brought it back in the other direction. So it looks like most of the time it's going to be going in that direction. When you get like the good hits, oh, like that. That was a nice straight one too. Man, look at that distance. What if I just do this? I'm just gonna keep swinging it and see what happens. Uh-oh, did we catch that one? I didn't see where that one went. It doesn't look like we caught it. Nope, I don't know what happened to that one. Oh, what? All right, and I'm just gonna keep all the balls coming in. Just constant spawning. I can't even see what, it's like, it's grabbing them all over to the left. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is craziness. Well, we're hitting every single one, though, so that's good. None of them are going straight. All of them are just getting swung to the left. All right, let's calm down. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, is that a new record? That one might be a new record for distance there. All right, it actually works. This is basically what I had in mind when I started this video, and it turns out that it worked, and we have a batting game now. So let me know what you guys think. Does this exceed your expectations, or did you think it was gonna work better? Did you think it was not gonna work at all? I had no idea what to expect, to be honest. I'm actually surprised at how far these balls can be hit with this thing. Look at this. We're on a roll right now. But yeah, this is pretty fun to play. Let me know if you have any other ideas what you'd like to see happen. Like the introduction of these challenges. Oh, there we go. We did it. We actually did it. We hit one over in that direction really good. All right, well, that's a big accomplishment for me, hitting a ball over to the right for whatever reason. Let me know if you have any other ideas that you'd like to see happen with these challenge mode parts. We have the bomb spawner too, so that's a thing. But I had a ton of fun with this one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future content like this. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Woo, home run. And it's not really a home run. There's no fence or anything for it to go over. It's just a far hit.